What is on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here. We are finally playing the Crew Motorfest. This is actually something I've been playing on stream, so I've been doing that lately. If you guys want to check it out on my Twitch at Wilbur2429. But I really wanted to make this video and actually talk about this really cool customization feature that they added into the Crew Motorfest. I think is actually really cool. This is something that is kind of unexpected. I didn't know it was a thing, and when I saw it, I wasn't quite sure what it was. But we are actually using our test vehicle of the Honda S2K. So I know you guys are probably thinking of what am I talking about? What is a customization feature? And we'll actually go ahead and start driving around with our S2K. Let me get out of this garage here. We got the exit that's behind me. But as you guys can hear it, you know, it's a typical Honda S2K. It doesn't sound all that different. You know, it's usually a natural. I scraped it. It's usually a very naturally aspirated one, so there is no, you know, there's nothing too crazy about it. But if let me just stop right here. If we go to the customization and we go to vehicle customize, we go to vanity. You know, we got our typical usual, you know, the tires, the smoke, the nitro, the underglows, the window tints, the horns, and usually it would just be rooftop right after that, right? There's something called audio signature here. And so when I saw this the first time, because during the first week of the summit, there was a reward that was one called the redliner kit. We'll go and equip it, and we'll go out to it, and as you can kind of hear it from here, the engine sound has changed a little bit. Yeah. Sounds more exaggerated when we're inside the garage there, the parking area. And here it comes. You can hear there's a bit of like a whine of a turbo or something on there. And that to me is super cool. It's not quite an engine swap because it doesn't change the power on, it doesn't change anything. That's just changing like the sound to it, almost like the sound effects that Need for Speed Unbound does, which, you know, I think sounds super cool. But that was the redliner one. And if you go under activities and you see that there's the American Muscle and the Made in Japan one, those also give you those audio signatures. We have a V6 turbo JDM engine sound that we can equip onto it. See, and it definitely sounds more like a V6. And again, it just sounds over exaggerated in the garage. See? Oh, someone's here. But yeah, see, so this is what it sounds like. So that's the V6 one. That's really cool. But this is actually my favorite one that I have done. We'll go to customize. We'll go vanity item. Come back down. We have a V8 American engine. And that to me just sounds so beefy and so raw. Because this is what it sounds like. Like, oh, stop talking. Here, let me rev it up a little bit. Oh, and there's this guy over here. I don't know what he's doing. So it sounds so. It sounds so beefy, and I can't just imagine what it sounds like when we go in here. Like this thing, let me get out of here. Like, it is just so beefy. And to me, it's just a cool little like feature that they added, or just like a little customization thing, because it's not a complete engine swap, so to speak. It's just like you're just changing the audio file on it. And the crazy thing too about it that I thought that was very unique is that not only does it work on like these cars. It actually also works on an electric car. So, you know, here's our Porsche Taycan, all electric, you know, typical torquey, you know, spaceshipy kind of sounding vehicle. And you know, nothing too crazy on. Oh, my bad, that's my bad. You know, your typical standard vehicles noises. You know, got the little whine of like that torquiness to it. But again, we pull over, and it gives us the option. So again, we can put a V8. Who's to say we can't put a V8 in our Taycan? And you can just hear it. Like now it's just like a V8 that just has a very, very long gear. Because it doesn't shift, it's just gonna go on forever until we rev it out. Until we get to the top, the red line. See, and it'll hold that. So the only really noise that we get from it. Like, let me get back on the, let's see if I can get on the highway. Like it's just, to me it's just so cool. Like it just holds this long gear. Because it's so long. Like look at it, like never like did we think we could see a Taycan sound like a V8. Like that's just insane. You know, it'll brake like it too. It's got the, yeah, it's just got the tone to it. See? We'll just pull from it and it just goes and goes and goes. And it slowly builds up like a typical V8 does. And we'll just nos it over. Like it just sounds so good. The other sounds do work on it as well, but you can tell that there's a bit of a difference. So the first time I tried it with the Redliner kit, I could barely hear the difference. So this one is just a little more subtle. You can kind of hear the grumble to the engine, but you hear more of the torquey wind up, so it doesn't work as cleanly as the V8 did, just because the V8 is so overpowering and raw. But so you can kind of hear it. You hear the whine to whatever it is that, you know, was replacing it. And I haven't tried the V6 one, so let's try the V6. Oh yeah, this also sounds good. Let's just start from the beginning. Let's start it from a. Sounds really good. Yeah, and it just goes. Like to me, I feel like this is such a unique and such a clever way of kind of doing an engine swap. But I wish it would have given us the full engine swap. But now, if you want to change how the car sounds, you're able to. As of the recording of this video, I've only gotten 2 of the challenges done that give you this sound. There are a few of them that give you the option to do this. It's another custom. I'll show you guys. So again, if you're wanting to unlock the 2 signature sounds that I just did, which was the American V8 and the JDM V6, it's either going to be, it's going to be down under here. It's going to be the American Muscle one. You need about 20 of the challenges completed, which are all pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It took me about an hour or so to complete them for one of them. And then same thing again for the JDM one. It's going to be the one with little stars on it. So you got underglow, you got the turbo, you got the engine sound, and you got a nitro out of it. Like I said, there's other ones that have it. So the other ones being the Lamborghini, which gives us a Lamborghini underglow, a window tint, and the V12 engine sound. So I'll be working on grinding that one. And then we also have it for the motorsports. We get the Alpha GP engine, so like F1 car. We have the Porsche will give us you know, window tint wheels, and then it also gives us the flat 6 engine noise. It'd be really cool. And I think also the vintage garage gives us one as well. We get a vintage tire, window tint, and then we get the flat oldie engine. So those are all the ones that I know of so far. I haven't quite completed all the other challenges, or the other events. I don't really know if those have it as well. But these are the ones that I've completed. I'll grind those out, and then I'll maybe make another updated video on it. I really want to talk about this, really cool, unique customization feature that's actually going to make the game a little more fun making custom vehicles, especially now that you can kind of do like these engine swaps. So you could put a V8 into a drift vehicle, make it basically almost like an L swap, or you could put like you can just kind of put it anything, and it is just make people look at your car like, what the heck is that? Like, again, like the Taycan's supposed to be an electric car, something quiet, but here we go, it sounds like a V6. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Again, we'll talk about this. If you guys enjoy the content, please hit the like button, support the channel. Comment down below, what is your thoughts on this little customization feature? Again, it's nothing major, it's just something simple and subtle that I think gonna let us do add a little flavor to the car. Instead of just making the cosmetic, you can also change the audio side to it. And then also, what do you think about the crew Motorfest so far? Have you guys finished all the playlists yet, or still kind of working on grinding them? Because I still have a few of them to do, as you saw. But with that being said, thanks so much for watching the video. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.